Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood,
He scared me. Hello. And I want to get my check out the car before you leave.
Oh, okay. Well, you better come on up.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, open man is Kendrick Bourne. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
That's crazy.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. DeAndre Carter back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their 1st-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year.
Hey, baby.
And with the end of the season not too far away,
yeah, I got it.
He's got his guys playing at a very high level.
I'm downstairs.
Oh, you back downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to put my shoes on and head on out.
I love you.
Love you too.
Call me.
Okay.
Herbert and the
Bye-bye.
Chargers now with 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Chris Watkins. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
That's bullshit,
all the
man.
way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2. And definitely not playing the check down game.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. again. Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off-play action. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right side to Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Chargers had 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 36, Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
That is fucking terrible.
Alan Lazard, 69 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chargers. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw again. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So the Patriots gearing up to go now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be taken down.
That's bullshit, coach.
Penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 25 on second down, Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Jones. He will find his tight end Smith
right there.
for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's hit. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And all of a sudden we've got
H80.
they get the touchdown, then on the kickoff they get touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question was the knee
down after contact. You got it. You got it.
Convincing enough to overturn it.
Boom. Come on. The ground can't cause that. It's my ball back, baby.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hello. Hello. Hey. Alright, be careful. Look around. Okay. Okay. Lock the door. Alright. I'll see you in a little bit. Huh? You want me to hold on while you go get it? Okay. Passenger. Okay. Lock the car. Okay. I got you. Bruno. Lock the door. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, Terry. Have a blessed day. Something good's gonna happen to you today. Thank you. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay.
Enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let it be too much. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Oh, what a catch by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gabe Neighbors punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them. And
touchdown, Chargers! Jamison Williams, 47 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Almost stripped. The ball comes out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Chargers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jones now off the bootleg. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of
Nobody
bounds.
got in there.
That one goes
Nobody.
for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's complete to Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. distance kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.